One, two, three.
Hey guys, it is Rachie. I don't know what that was, but this is gonna be the second video I filmed today, and then I'm gonna do a Chinese video after this. But this movie is The Wasted Times, starring Zhang Ziyi. I don't know how to say Japanese name. Tadao Nobu and Azno. And then Goyu. I don't know. I'm sorry. I do not know Japanese at all, so I do not know the pronunciation of his name, and I'm sorry if I said anything offensive. And I know Goyu has a meme out there of him just sitting there. Like, it's funny. But let me give you a little background of the story, and then I'll get into my review. During turbulent time of the Sino-Japan War, oh my God, pronunciate, in World War II, events unfold that will test loyalties and endurance of the human spirit. Liu Guyu is a ruthless Chinese mob boss whose alliance is tested when he's approached to collaborate with the Japanese military occupiers. Oh, Jesus. His brother-in-law, Watanabe, is a Japanese nationalist who claims to be Shanghainese, but is secretly working for the Japanese. Xiao Liu, Zhang Ziyi's character is a promiscuous actress and wife of Liu's boss. After an affair with her co-star, Xiao Liu is sent out of the city by her husband, but when Liu assigns Watanabe to carry out the task, Watanabe ends up kidnapping, not just raping, raping, and locking her in his basement for his pleasure the whole time, while he is married and has 2 kids this whole time, and keeps her as a sex slave for multiple years. And then after the Japanese surrender in 1945, Liu finds Xiao Liu in Shanghai hospice. They both decide they want to unfinished business with Watanabe and decide to go search for him. Honestly, it was... the preview of this drama was beautiful. That's what pulled me in. Not just Zhang Ziyi. It was just how well presented it was. It was just... I'll just play the trailer. I don't think it's that long. We'll just play it. But it's very good. Very good. Just like the scene. It's just like... This is what pulled me in. I'm like, oh, interesting. I was just so upset when Watanabe shot the driver and then the guy that she was supposed to leave with. I'm like, what was his purpose? Like, why does all the Zhang Ziyi's characters... Pause. Why does Zhang Ziyi's characters always have some creepy, lusty man after her? And, the Black Scorpion, it was her brother-in-law who was after her, and House of Flying Daggers, it was her, savior in a way, because he took her out of jail. And then Rebel Princess, that's why I'm not watching it, because the stupid guy, he kidnapped her, and then he wants to be all in love with her and tried to rape her, and then he's like, don't talk about my mom because she got raped. I'm like, then you're doing the same thing and you didn't learn from that? Okay, sorry. And then he's still in love with her, and then he makes a deal with the prince, and then she's sent off with him. Like, what? What person in their right mind sends whatever? I still haven't watched the rest of the drama, and I'm still irritated. This is why I haven't watched it. This is why I've been avoiding, and I'm stuck on 47. But all her characters end up kidnapped. But I know The Road Home, it was not the same. That was like her first big drama. I mean, yeah, movie that she did. And that was a little different, where she just was in love with the guy and made him food, and then she kind of chased after him, and then she was depressed, and then her mom was like, don't be after him, and then they end up together after he goes back, and then they're finally together. And his dad never left her after that, of the character in The Road Home. That's what I'm talking about. The Road Home was a good movie. I could review that. There is a remake of The Road Home with my girl from Rudy's Royal Love in the Palace. They both starred in The Legend of the Black Scorpion together, and she plays in the remake as Zhang Ziyi's character. I might watch that now, because that's kind of interesting. I have to say, what is her name? Zhao Xun. It's probably wrong. Correct me, because I need help on my Chinese. That's why I'm making videos. It's not really for YouTube. It's forcing me to practice speaking, reading, and then typing it out. That's why I'm doing those Chinese videos. But let's continue with this, because we lost focus as always. I was so upset by that scene. Oh, there's 2 subtitles. I was so pissed. It's kind of because her acting, and she was an actor in the film, kind of relates to it. And then I was sad about her having to get married. Also, I don't know where some of these characters I don't remember, because they kind of were forgettable because they didn't relate to the story after their part. This was the scene that made me watch it. All this blood, which sounds dark, made me watch it. Coming soon. I have to say, pause. How the hell? My parents are here, so I have to curse quietly. How does the stupid drama, not drama, movie, Enchanted Little Ghost Girl, it's got an 8-star and this got a 7.6? Y'all are irritating to me. Like, this is way better than that. And that got a better review? Ooh, God, y'all are so irritating. Whatever. Like, how is it only a 7.6? It was a good movie, even though it's messed up with him locking her up. I'm gonna dumb that down, because someone's like, the waste of time is truly a waste of time. Don't watch it. You thank me later. No, thank you, ma'am. It was actually good. Just because you're too of a square to not watch just happy stuff doesn't mean it's a waste of time. Okay. And then Lured Here for Wallace Chung, the trailer itself was already 8-star for me. Not only star-studded cast, the plot itself made me emotional already, while watching it later gave me a final, we'll watch it later and give it a final review. So they gave it an 8-star beforehand. So only one person put it as a 2, and that's the lowest review. And this is why they got 12 dislikes. Only 3 people liked it, honestly. I really don't know why people put their reviews before they watch it, or people put reviews for subtitles. I don't know how many times I have to show. There's literally a comment section to down here. You just scroll a little bit further, and it's probably on the same page as the main page. You don't have to go to reviews, and then you could talk about what you want to talk, not a review, because people want to find out if they want to watch a drama, not to see if the subtitles are there and if they're taking too long. Put it in the comments. It ain't that hard. Just do that. But let's go back to the review, because I don't know how many times it's whatever. Someone said it's slow pace. Yes. It is interesting historical perspectives. Yes, it shows different point of views of the Japanese side and the Chinese side, and then them blending together. I was mad that Watanabe, I liked him because he fed the little stray cat, and then he ended up kidnapping and raping a girl, and I'm like, wow. So a guy taking care of a cat is not a sign of that they're a good person. I was so hurt because I really liked him just for that scene and taking care of the cat, but he's secretly evil. Whatever. It shows that I can't pick out the right people. But oh well. Someone said it's definitely slow paced, but it's well worth it. It would take patience to watch at first, but later it just plays beautifully. It's really not like a straightforward story. It is really like a piece of like motion picture. You know, like how people say motion picture are like the art style. This is kind of like that, because not all the stories are set in line, or they either relate to the ending piece. They kind of show different parts of the different characters' lives and how they relate and what's going on, and it's really in depth in like a different way, and I really like that. That is not just one storyline and you see one point of view, and it shows different characters that don't even relate to the end. It kind of confuses you, but it's still good. I do like to see different relationships and how power was such a need, because a guy just gave up his wife for a position. I'm like, are you kidding me? And she was so hurt because she denied him, and then her husband agreed to it later on. It was like, it's just so weird how they're showing people's relationships at that point in time, and it's not just based on the main storyline on Zhang Ziyi's character, which is good. And then someone put must be watched more than once. Truly appreciated. I might watch it again. You never know, because I might have missed stuff, because there's a lot of stuff that you don't pay attention to the first time you watch, and it's so obvious when you watch it again. But superbly told the tale of waste and chaos created by avarice, deceit, greed, abuse of power, prejudice, and betrayal. Period. They did the best review, better than me. It's done. The individual acts of violence takes place within the greater violence of the war. Yes, because it's during a period of war, and they show each character's how people are, and like not sincere, and how people change, and how they're just lust for power, and they need for that, and they cater to one specific person for that, and they all do that. Like, it's very good. And then it's, because it is not a cartoonish, gratuitous carnage of most of us being accustomed to unseen, in my opinion, more devastating. I do find, like in the Ming Dynasty, when the main male character died, they didn't show his death, they just panned out, and I was just like lost. Like, is he coming back? Because there's other dramas like that where they don't show the death of the character too much, or they don't show him carried away in a casket, and they come back, and I'm like, is he like secretly somewhere and he didn't die? It was just him being paranoid that he was gonna die, but he didn't die, and it was just like emptiness, and like his character's not there anymore. He's not, and even in the story he doesn't play a role except for being mentioned. So I understand what they're saying with that. It is more devastating because you don't get that mourning in a way when you see a character die. And then it is true in our world today during the historical period, waste, chaos persist. Very good. Yep. They did a great review. Oh, you can hear, I don't think you can hear my mom, but I can hear her through the floor because she's in the basement working. Top review, let's go back. Honestly, I'm gonna watch it again because it was a lot going on and it was very interesting. If you're like me that don't just focus on happy stories, happy endings, and you want something to play out, and then it's mind-boggling, and you gotta pay attention to clues and stuff so you know what's going on, watch it. It's very good. It's a good drama. It tells different perspectives. It shows the reality of like a different setting and time than we are in reality, even though someone's perspective compared to mine at this moment in time is possibly war, which is happening. It shows like a different perspective for each and where each character is at. I think you should watch it because just because I'm sitting here today doesn't mean the person in a different country is experiencing the same things and I can say everything perfectly about their life. It kind of does the same thing as that. Like, it's a different point of view, even though it's characters all living in China and they're all experienced this war, but it's people's different takes on what they want to do to survive. It's very interesting. You should watch it. I don't understand why it has a 7.6. Maybe a lot of people didn't watch it, honestly. They have a lot of subtitles, so I say you should watch it. They have 13, it says on there so far, so just watch it. Be open-minded. Let's say that, because I'm tired of seeing people like, it's not a happy ending. Not everything's a happy ending. Just watch it. It's a nice work of art, history, a different take, a different point of view. Just watch it, be open-minded, and then just experience it. But I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye.
1, 2, 3.